Welcome, family, friends, and graduates. Please join me in prayer and bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this special time tonight to celebrate together. You have been with us through the late nights of studying, experiences with patients, and interviews for residency. You recognize our friends and family who have supported us in this journey, both those who are present tonight and those who could not be with us. As we receive our hoods tonight, I pray that you will help us to uphold our duties with wisdom and love. We invite you into our presence tonight as we celebrate. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Welcome. Wow, I heard a few hands clapping, but what I think I see is a whole village of people who supported every single one of those students who walked down the aisle. So we're proud and you're proud. So I would say welcome, and we give thanks with a grateful heart.
Class of 2023, I'm going to invite you to stand and find your family members because the hooding is about to begin. I'm going to be giving some directions, but the first 10, Jessica, Alana, Vicenda, Adam, Karen, Lauren, Jadalyn, Skylar, Lisa, and Carla, you all might not want to sit. Actually, I would like for you to find your family and head over to the piano side. You'll see Rosalind, Edith, Samantha, and they will place you in order. So the first 10, from Jessica all the way to Carla, please find your family and head over towards the piano section of the wall. Do you all go? Okay, just one more minute and I'll begin with the instructions. Family, those of you that are sitting towards the front, make sure you're gauging and giving yourself time to walk all the way to the back and go all the way around. Okay, especially this side, I think make sure you give yourselves the time. I'm going to give some instructions in just a few minutes, but it's quite a little bit of a walk. Okay. Let me begin. I'll invite those in the back. Thank you. Thank you. The hooding ceremony gives an opportunity for our graduates to honor and to recognize important individuals who have guided and supported them. If you are participating this evening, you are aware there has not been a rehearsal, right? Okay, we are too. If this evening is like previous years, there will be family members who are flying in or driving in as we speak, and thus there might be modifications as we go along. Just keep a look at how we go along in the list. But let me begin by giving you a few instructions. The program lists the order in which the graduates will be hooded and those who will be hooding them. First 10 are already ready to go, so I'm going to skip that one. Rosalind, Samantha, and Edith will meet you on that end, and they will tell you when it's time for you to walk up the stairs. and where you will wait by the piano till your name is called. When your name is called, walk together to the kneeling bench where the graduate will kneel to be hooded. Dr. Tammy Shankle and Dr. Kevin Kudornis will hand the hood to those doing the hooding in the same direction it is to go over the graduate's head. If you get mixed up, it's okay. We've got 2 more times to practice. As soon as your hood has been placed on the graduates, please stand and look at the camera. Jonathan will be, where will you be standing? In the middle? Oh, he's going to be standing right there. So just make sure you look at the camera so we can get a picture of you. And then you may walk down the stairs. Graduates sitting and families, please follow the list carefully. And as a student goes up to be hooded, note your place on the list, and if you're next, please stand along with your family. So sort of keep kind of going track all the way down. We're going 10 in a row, so if one goes up and you're after Carla, start getting up and moving towards the wall. Graduates, and then we're going to repeat that pattern described and head up to the piano section. A word about photography. Photographs are being made of your hooding and will be available online, but if you wish to take your picture, we ask that you do so at the base of the stairs, and just make sure not to block our photographer. Do you want to raise your hand again, Jonathan, just because? Okay. And then lastly, something particularly, I think, unique to us here as a community of faith at Loma Linda. This is considered a consecration moment. Sunday is coming. We get it. You're going to get to hoop and holla all you want to on Sunday. But tonight is a consecration service. The graduates will kneel before God, their family, their peers, and their friends, and they will receive a mantle, which we consider to be a mantle of service. Tonight, you remember the oath you made, graduates, 4 years ago, and you received the blessing from that God, from the faculty who've prepared you, from the staff who have served you, from your family and friends who have walked with you. Tomorrow, on Sabbath, we pause as a collective community of faith physicians to hear a word from the Lord through our pastor. And then on Sunday, well, Sunday's coming. I say all that in jest and fun, but I do want to remind you that we are in a church and that this is a consecration. And I ask that you please make sure that you are aware of the spirit of this evening. With that said, you're ready? Yes? Jessica, on. Before medical school, Jessica studied abroad in Argentina to learn Spanish and volunteered in Peru with traveling medical clinics. While in medical school, she discovered a passion for ultrasound and picked up new hobbies, including rock climbing, pickleball, and art. She's excited to start pediatric residency at UC Davis.
Alana Auskerson. Alana has a passion for music and the performing arts, spending quality time with her loving family and exploring the great outdoors through kayaking trips. Her love for adventure has taken her to various parts of the world, and she looks forward to continuing to travel and explore new places. Alana is excited to start her internal medicine prelim year at Loma Linda University.
Vicenda Augustin. If you were to read Vicenda's primary school yearbook, you would see that she wrote as her future goals, quote, to become a doctor and go to paradise. Though she has not yet gone to paradise, She has finally accomplished her childhood dream of becoming a doctor, all thanks to the support and love, prayers, and laughter of her family and friends, both in Canada and the one she's made here. But ultimately, all thanks to God, with whom none of this would be possible. She will not be rejoining her family in Canada just yet, as she will be moving to the south at Baptist Memorial DeSoto for family medicine residency.
Adam Bassical. Adam has spent his life waiting for this moment. He has made it this far in his journey with the help and love from his wife, family, friends, dogs, and his PlayStation 5. He will be moving on to Kaiser Permanente, Fontana for internal medicine residency.
Karen Bathan. Karen's journey to medicine started at a very young age, as she has always wanted to be a doctor since she can remember. She enjoys hiking and reading, playing pickleball, and taking dance classes. Karen is very excited for this next chapter, as she'll be going to Kaiser Santa Clara for her residency in internal medicine.
Okay, stay up there. Lauren Bathan. During medical school, Lauren enjoyed reading, hiking, watching women's soccer games, taking dance classes, playing pickleball, and having game nights with friends. She wants to thank her family, her friends, and her mentors for all their encouragement and support throughout her journey in medical school, because she knows she couldn't have done it without them. Soon, she'll be moving to Peoria, Illinois, to continue her residency training at the University of Illinois College of Medicine in both internal medicine and pediatrics. Congratulations.
Jadalyn Bautista. Some hobbies Jadalyn has picked up during medical school include watercolor painting and indoor rock climbing. She also enjoys traveling and hopes to visit New Zealand on her next international trip. Jadalyn matched into Loma Linda's family medicine program, the same specialty as both of her parents here today.
Skylar Black. In his free time, Skylar has prioritized getting out of Loma Linda to mountain bike, go bird watching, visit the national parks throughout California with his wife and their new puppy. He is most excited about moving back home to give his dog a big yard and to continue his training in internal medicine at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga.
Lisa Blackley. Before attending Loma Linda University, Lisa planned on being a mission pilot and even earned her private pilot's license. After working on airplanes and discovering her skill for diagnosing and repairing them, she decided to use her talent for problem solving and help people instead. She will be starting in the emergency medicine residency program at Riverside University Health Systems.
Carla Melinda Fitch Blum Johnston. Carla loves coffee, reading, spending time with her husband Jonathan, and their perfect dog Frankie. When she can find the time, she also enjoys throwing pottery on her potter's wheel. She will be attending the Harvard Radiation Oncology program at Mass General the Brigham after completing her internal medicine internship at Kaiser Permanente in Inland Empire.
Dayton Brown. Dayton likes to spend his time with friends and family playing sports, video games, board games, and watching movies. He also loves learning about cooking and eating food and hopes to one day own his own restaurant. Dayton will be working on a master's in public health next year.
Nikolai Brown. Nikolai enjoys the nature and has an interest in physical fitness. Since being in medical school, he has hiked Half Dome in Yosemite, ran an ultra marathon, 31 miles, in the woods of northern Georgia, and recently became engaged to and couples matched with his beautiful fiancée, Michaela. He could not have made it here without the amazing support from his family and friends, who he loves dearly. He's excited to stay here in Loma Linda for his physical medicine and rehabilitation residency. Haley Butler. Since coming to Loma Linda, Haley has developed an avid love of the outdoors and has made countless memories exploring national parks, camping, and skiing. Most of all, she plays pickleball as much as possible. A fun fact about Haley is that her younger sister and very best friend will be attending Loma Linda Med School this August. Next year, Haley is excited to pursue a master's in public health and will be applying to OBGYN in the fall.
Ryan Carey. Ryan moved to Loma Linda from Washington State to pursue a career in medicine. Little did he know he'd end up graduating not only a physician, but a professional disc golfer. Ryan will miss his SoCal disc golf community, but is excited to spend his days off discovering new courses in Nampa, Idaho, where he will begin his family medicine residency at Full Circle Health.
Jacob Carlson. Jake is going to be attending internal medicine residency in Asheville, North Carolina. An interesting fact is that while he will be the only member of his immediate family living in North Carolina currently, his family owns property there that have been passed down in the family since the early 1800s. Congratulations.
Michaela Carlson. Michaela is very grateful to her friends and family for supporting her in her journey. Some of her favorite experiences in medical school have been teaching pediatric patients magic tricks, helping children with disabilities surf, running 3 half marathons, and meeting and couples matching with her now fiancé, Nikolai Brown. Michaela is excited to be staying in Loma Linda for pediatrics residency.
Jesse Jamar Castang. Jesse is an accomplished musician playing multiple instruments, including piano, saxophone, trumpet, guitar, and singing. Through medical school, he has also enjoyed playing and watching basketball, go Lakers, weightlifting, and spending weekends with friends. He is very grateful for the support of his family and friends through this medical school journey and thankful to God for all the doors that he's opened. Jesse is excited to be starting his residency training in anesthesiology here at Loma Linda University.
Madeline Castella Chin. Madeline enjoys hobbies including tending to indoor plants, reading, and running. She has accumulated what some might call an indoor jungle and completed her first half marathon in February. She will be doing a residency in anesthesiology at Loma Linda University.
Michael Andrew Castor. Andrew is a third-generation physician following the steps of his grandfather, Bo Ying Watt, CME class of 1949, and his mother, Pamela Watt, Loma Linda University School of Medicine, class of 1986. Andrew will begin his residency in pediatrics at Children's Hospital of Orange County. Today, May 26th, Andrew is also celebrating his golden birthday and turns 26.
Christopher Salas. The best part of medical school is making memories with friends you will never forget. Chris enjoys playing pickleball, volleyball, and lifting with his close friends during his free time. He would like to thank his parents for preparing him for this moment and supporting him every step along the way. He's excited about the plan God has for him as he starts his surgery prelim residency here at Loma Linda University.
Micah Chiperkov. Micah's medical school experience gave him the opportunity to improve on his culinary skills. He has enjoyed cooking a variety of different ethnic foods with his wife, Chelsea. Chelsea and Micah got married during medical school the week after he took step one and are looking forward to the next step in their journey. Micah will be going to University of Miami, West Palm Beach for internal medicine residency.
Alexander Chang. Before medical school, Alex was a student missionary for 2 years as a high school Bible teacher and computers teacher on the island of Pompeii, which is also where he met his wife, Emily. During medical school, Alex wrote a book titled Your Corner about his passion for local and global missions, which includes stories from his 8 short-term mission trips in 2 years as an SM. Alex will be headed to UC San Diego for a residency in orthopedic surgery where he can't wait for the scrubs, the surf, and the sea.
Natalie Chen. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Natalie was an emergency medicine physician assistant. In her free time, she loves spending time with her family and friends and traveling, and just got engaged while in Greece earlier this year. She will be starting her residency this year at the University of California, Irvine for ophthalmology.
Hannah Chi. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Hannah was a registered nurse who chose medicine as a second career in order to satisfy her desires to learn and help others. Throughout medical school, she not only created study resources that have benefited her classmates and underclassmen, but also spearheaded the development and design of the class yearbook. It was also during medical school where she experienced some of the most memorable moments of her life. She was able to travel to Europe for the first time, as well as discover a new passion for hiking and exploring through the different outdoor wonders. Hannah will be going to the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center and Nationwide Children's Hospital for a combined residency in internal medicine and peds.
Yevgeny Chirshev. Before starting the MD program, Yevgeny had completed a PhD studying ovarian cancer. On his free time, he enjoys cooking and making miniature building models. Yevgeny is continuing to general surgery residency program at Loma Linda University.
Edwina Chung. Edwina would like to take this time to thank her parents, Soon and Ha Chung, for the sacrifices they made that made it possible for her to chase her dreams. Without them, she would not be standing here today. Her biggest achievement in medical school was finding her soulmate, Nicholas Chun. She will be continuing her medical education at Loma Linda University as a pathology resident.
Nicholas Chun. An interesting fact about Nick and his wife, Edwina, is that they met sitting next to each other in the testing center. Though the seats were assigned by last names, Nick considers himself extremely lucky for his seat. He will be staying in Loma Linda for a post-sophomore fellowship in pathology.
Catherine Chung. That's baby Cassandra. During medical school, Catherine got married to Justin Lee, and they welcomed the birth of their daughter, Cassandra Lee, this past December. She feels particularly grateful to have met Justin at the time that she did because he has been a major MVP in supporting her medical school journey. She'll be going to PIH Downey Hospital to begin her family medicine residency.
Narudi Shersud Wonrock. Narudi came to the United States when she was 13 years old, knowing very little English. Within a couple of years, she went from knowing only simple English phrases to becoming the top student in honors English class, to a summa cum laude graduate with multiple degrees, including in music, health science, and clinical lab science. When she's not studying, she enjoys watching thriller movies at home, spending time with her sisters and 2 dogs, playing board video games, and trying out new foods and restaurants. She's excited to be starting her internal medicine residency at Kaiser Inland Empire in June.
Tatiana Davidson. This weekend's commencement exercises marks the culmination of a lifelong dream for Tatiana, who has wanted to be a physician from a very early age. Tonight, as she celebrates this long-awaited achievement, Tatiana reflects on the family legacy of healing handed down by those who have come before her. Putting her this evening is her uncle, Dr. Richard Berry, who is the very first attending Tatiana trained under as a pre-med student, and her godbrother, Dr. Norris Hawley II, MD, PhD, who Tatiana has always regarded as her personal childhood hero. Dr. Hawley is also representing his mother, the late Dr. Charlotte Mills Barrett, Tatiana's aunt, who was an alumni of Loma Linda University School of Medicine, class of 1983, exactly 40 years ago. Tatiana will be pursuing a career in family medicine and begin her residency in July of 24. After she completes residency, she plans to join her uncle's practice in Whiteville, North Carolina, and work with the medically underserved and marginalized population.
Michaela Davis. Michaela says, in this next chapter of her life, the best is yet to come. As Jesus spent 40 days in the desert, Michaela has spent 4 years in medical school and is excited to leave the deserts of California for the greener pastures of Memphis, Tennessee to start residency.
Isaac Delote. I'm going to read really slow. Isaac enjoys spending time with family, all-you-can-eat sushi, and watching UFC. He'll be applying for a residency in internal medicine this fall. Short and sweet.
Jade Deschamps. An interesting fact about Jade is that she started dating, got engaged, got married, and had a baby all within medical school. She never imagined so many life events would or even could happen in such a short and busy time, but wouldn't change it for anything. She and her husband will be staying in Loma Linda for residency and hope to continue to contribute to Loma Linda's mission to make man whole and to continue the teaching and healing ministry of Jesus Christ.
Alexandria Dietrich. Alexandria enjoys the outdoors, reading, art, and in medical school enjoyed going to the beach, camping, and learning to mountain bike. During residency, she hopes to use some of her time off to travel and experience new places. Alexandria will be in the primary care track program at Loma Linda for peds.
Cheyenne Fye. Cheyenne has always had a passion for mentoring and leadership, which she demonstrated as an academic advisor before coming to medical school, and continued as being a part of the academic leadership team here at Loma Linda. She takes every opportunity to spend time with family, friends, and her dog. She will be staying at Loma Linda for a residency in obstetrics and gynecology.
Brian Ferguson. During medical school, when he wasn't studying, Brian was able to go on many crazy adventures, including trips to Yosemite, the Channel Islands, Joshua Tree, Zion, Death Valley, and Arches National Park. He would like to thank his friends for making medical school fun and exciting, and his family for supporting him through this journey. Brian will be in the pathology residency program here at Loma Linda.
Neria Gavrilov. Before starting medical school, Narek was a respiratory therapist. Today, Narek's great enjoyment comes from spending time outdoors with his wife, Kate, and their 2 boys, David and Daniel. Narek will be in the anesthesia residency program here at Loma Linda University.
Satchel Janabaga. During medical school, Satchel balanced studying with the new responsibilities of being a spouse and a dog parent. Yes, he wrote this. His blue heeler was a constant source of companionship and motivation, even during the toughest of exams. He is a diehard Sacramento Kings fan, ecstatic to witness their first playoff appearance in the last 2 decades. Satchel is excited to stay at Loma Linda for diagnostic radiology residency.
Jordan Gildahouse. An interesting fact about her medical school journey is that she and her husband have been long distance since getting married during her first year of medical school. They have made the most of the distance by initiating weekly virtual date nights, enjoying the outdoors together over holidays, and adopting their goofy, rambunctious husky, Asher. They are so excited to finally be uniting their lives geographically after graduation when Jordan starts her preventive medicine residency at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Tacoma, Washington. Thank you for your service.
Esther Gao Lee. Esther is the last in a line of 3 siblings to graduate from Loma Linda School of Medicine. She tried to fight being drawn into the internal medicine like her father and 2 older siblings, but ultimately could not resist it. She's excited to be moving to Kettering with her soon-to-be husband to start residency in internal medicine, which incidentally is where her father completed his IM residency. And she looks forward to being a deferred admission appointee with her now fiance but soon-to-be husband after completing her training.
Brianna Green. Brianna's greatest adventure in medical school, besides surfing along the Cali coast, was launching her 501c3 nonprofit, From Hearts to Hands, which has raised over $50,000, implementing service projects for children in need in Tanzania. This past December, she traveled across Africa doing 8 weeks of mission electives in Liberia, Chad, and Tanzania, and wrapped up her senior year searching for the perfect wave in Sri Lanka. She is excited to move abroad to serve as a mission physician immediately following her pediatric residency at Loma Linda Children's Hospital, which begins this July.
Silas Griffin. Silas loves playing fantasy football each fall, doing escape rooms, and hosting murder mystery parties with his friends and family. During medical school, Silas got married, completed Air Force officer training, and had his first child just a few weeks ago. He will be moving to Fort Walton Beach, Florida, for family medicine residency at Eglin Air Force Base. Thank you for your service, Silas.
Rachel Guest. Born in 2000, Rachel Guest is a Gen Zer making her way in a millennial world, and she is stoked that at the ripe old age of 23, the worst years of her life are over, and she will never have to work this hard for free ever again. We'll see. Following graduation, she will be taking her Black Girl Magic to Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas, to start her wonderful career in pathology.
Adam Hagley. During his time at Loma Linda, Adam set his cousin up on a blind date with his classmate, Annalise Lang. As a result, he met Allie Lang. Both couples are now engaged. He somehow also found time to study. Adam will be starting internal medicine at Loma Linda with hopes of further pursuing a fellowship in oncology.
Lauren Hall. Outside of medicine, Lauren enjoys spending times with friends and family, doing outdoor activities, and making music with friends. She also has an interest in photography. She hopes to do more of these activities in the upcoming year while she prepares and applies to residency. She's excited to see what God has in store for her in the coming year.
Gideon Haryanja. Gideon was born and raised in Loma Linda. He wants to acknowledge his parents who immigrated from Indonesia in hopes of a better life for Gideon and his sisters. Because of their sacrifice, he will be the first doctor in his family. Gideon matched into orthopedic surgery at Loma Linda University.
Spencer Hart. Spencer enjoys painting, watching movies, and hanging out with friends. He says that his family and friends are the driving force for his success with his educational career. He will be going to UCLA Kern in Bakersfield for psychiatry residency.
Joshua Helsinger. After spending nearly 3 months traveling America while living in their car, Joshua and his wife will be heading home to Tennessee, where they will work in the same emergency department as an EM resident and a nurse. On his days off, Josh looks forward to laying on his couch, dreaming of getting a cat, and spending time with his wife and family in the great Tennessee outdoors.
Amara Hendricks. Ecclesiastes 7:8 states, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof." And Amara Hendricks wrote that this encompasses how she feels about medical school. She is going back home to Georgia to complete her pathology residency at the Medical College of Georgia.
Ashley Hendrickson. After graduation, Ashley plans to travel, especially to Spanish-speaking countries and islands. Although she did not apply for residency this cycle, she plans to apply for the neurology match next cycle. Ashley loves all things art and enjoys spending her free time painting and crocheting, making music, creating aesthetically appealing desserts. She's even considering acquiring a culinary certification during her gap year. Ashley ultimately hopes to work in an academic hospital where she can split her time between treating patients and teaching students.
Helena Herber. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Helena was an international rescue and relief major. She learned to jump off cliffs and into Class 5 rapids to rescue people. Helena is a fourth-generation Loma Linda University School of Medicine graduate, as her dad, 3 grandparents, and 2 great-grandfathers are all Loma Linda educated physicians. She is so grateful to her family and friends for their endless support and is excited to be going to Kettering, Ohio for an internal medicine residency.
Ashley Howard. Ashley's most valuable medical school experience was developing friendships with the most incredible individuals while camping, hiking, eating, going to church, or game nights. She's thankful to God for her medical school journey and looks forward to her future experiences at In His Image Family Medicine Residency Program in Oklahoma.
Pablo Huerfano. Pablo loves spending time outside, especially in the mountains. During his time in medical school, he was able to climb numerous local peaks and even started a community ski and snowboard club. Pablo is the first U.S.-trained physician in his family. He will be obtaining a master's in public health and hopes to continue his training in general surgery.
Lindsay Hunt. Lindsay is walking across the stage because of her dear friends teaching her to laugh, her precious family supporting her very crazy idea, her first patients continually inspiring her to be a better physician, and the Almighty God who grants her hope and life. Particularly, she wants to thank those watching from heaven, her grandparents Ralph and Ruth Hunt, and her uncle, Dr. Jonathan Fudge. She will be completing her residency in pathology at the University of Utah.
Mina Huang. Mina loves to play outdoors and picked up the Loma Linda favorite, pickleball, as well as tennis during medical school. She is passionate about trying new foods and activities and can be found experimenting with new recipes, building Lego cars, chatting with friends, or playing with her dog outside the hospital. This fall, she will be applying for residency in orthopedic surgery. Jonathan M. Before medical school, Jonathan was blessed to experience various mission opportunities abroad, as well as teaching high school PE and science in Pohnpei. His favorite hobbies include basketball, golf, food tours, and spending time with loved ones. Jonathan is sad that he will have to purchase a Drayson membership since he will be going to Riverside Community Hospital for a residency in emergency medicine.
William M. Thanks to the support of his family, William became the first in his family to attend medical school. He is and always will be grateful to the people who have stood by him and supported him so that he can be where he is today. William will be going to Advent Health White Memorial Hospital for internal medicine.
Christina Estrate. Christina enjoys art and transforming blank canvases into visual stories. She has used her passion in art to develop websites, create educational illustrations, and form deep bonds with her patients. Part of her inspiration to do medicine was her father, a doctor, and mother, a nurse who worked as medical missionaries in South Africa, and her sister, who is an alumni of the Loma Linda University School of Medicine. Christina is set to join the neurology residency program here at Loma Linda University.
Stephanie James. Stephanie has picked up several creative hobbies during medical school, including gardening, sewing, weaving, and natural dyeing. She also loves the outdoors and spending time with her husband and their dog, Remy. She will be attending University of Texas at Austin Dell Medical School for internal medicine residency.
Haley Joel Mortensen. Haley would like to thank her family for their abundant support throughout her time in medical school. Specifically, she would like to honor her mom and all the sacrifices she has made to help Haley get to this point. She has been Haley's biggest cheerleader every step of the way. Haley is excited to be moving to Waco, Texas with her husband Charlie as she completes her family medicine residency and follows the calling of God that God has for them.
Caitlin Juneau. During medical school, Caitlin explored Southern California, ran a half marathon, and met amazing friends. She matched into the emergency medicine program here at Loma Linda University.
John Jung. John will become the first physician in his family. Throughout medical school, the most important thing that he has learned and is grateful for is his family members and girlfriend who has been by his side. He will be going to the University of Michigan for physical medicine and rehabilitation. Go Blue.
André David Michel Cavac. André David enjoys the outdoors and has traveled to over 35 countries. He also is an avid tennis player, painter, and a sculptor. He's currently finishing his OMFS residency here at Loma Linda University.
Amanda Khalil. Prior to starting medical school, Amanda completed a master's in theological studies. Growing up, she did competitive piano for 12 years and performed on a cruise ship in 6th grade. She is excited to rejoin the Loma Linda family for her child psychiatry residency and fellowship.
Do-hyun Kim. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Do graduated with a bioengineering degree, and his family worried that medical school would just take too long. Nevertheless, his family has been his greatest supporters throughout his 4 years. He'll be starting in his intern year at Scripps Mercy and join his diagnostic radiology residency program at Riverside Community Hospital next summer.
Youngji Jenny Kim. Jenny will be in the Internal Medicine Global Service Track residency program at Loma Linda University. Jenny wishes to serve in the mission field after training in internal medicine as a deferred mission appointee to further understand leadership practices in medicine with limited resources and cultural integration. Jenny enjoys the outdoors and loves baking birthday cakes and celebrating birthdays. She has a keen interest in Ironman triathlon training and wishes to participate in an Ironman in New Zealand. Congrats, Jenny.
Chun-hee Kim. Chun-hee had always focused on finishing his education and joining the workforce as quickly as possible. Now that he's starting his residency and will have to pay taxes, he may be regretting it in a little. Besides that, he loves spending time with his closest friends from school, whether it is games or sports. He'll be going to Loma Linda University for a residency in anesthesiology.
Cole Knox. During Cole's time at Loma Linda University, he completed his education as an MD, PhD, and had a beautiful baby boy with his wife, Katie. Cole became the first regional campus student at Kettering Health in Dayton, Ohio. He remains grateful to his family, friends, and mentors who have made it all possible. He will be staying in Southwest Ohio to complete his residency in diagnostic radiology at Kettering Health.
Andrew Krause. Before attending Loma Linda University, Andrew studied violin at Andrews University in Bering Springs, Michigan. He now will be moving to Idaho Falls with his wife, Iris, to complete his psychiatry residency.
Janine Kwan. As an avid lover of marine biology and aquatic life, Janine's highlight of her recent travels is snorkeling with manta rays at night in Hawaii and is identifying them based on their spot patterns with a local database. Sounds like Janine. Prior to starting medical school, Janine found her love for pediatrics while working in the Hemophilia Treatment Center at Children's Hospital Oakland. She is very excited to be going home to her family and friends, where she will start her residency in pediatrics at the University of California, San Francisco.
Christoph Kuppers. Before coming to Loma Linda University for medical school, Christoph worked in a cement factory as a general laborer, an experience which empowered him to strive for further education. During medical school, Christoph has been growing out his mullet to pay homage to his previous employment, not enrollment. Christoph will be in the Family Medicine Residency Program at the University of Northern British Columbia in Canada.
Christina Kwan. A professional violinist by trade, Christina met her husband Jimmy at LLU Pharmacy School graduate while performing for church. They dated, got married, and even welcomed a baby boy, all within Christina's medical school experience. She says, "My husband and son are the answer to my prayers and my greatest blessings." They are ecstatic that Christina will be starting her residency at Loma Linda University Murrieta in family medicine.
Grace Kwan. Grace enjoys Disney movies, yoga, and sky gazing. She really would like to thank her Uma, Samchan, and God and tell them, "I am who I am thanks to your support and love." She will be in the internal medicine residency program here at Loma Linda University.
Annalise Lang. Annalise's biggest smiles come from any combination of outdoor activities, exercise, plants, and cooking, all with family and friends, of course. She is especially grateful to her parents, sister, church family, amazing friends, mentors, and husband of 2 weeks for their sacrificial support throughout medical school. For residency, Annalise looks forward to joining the Loma Linda University psychiatry family.
Don Latour. An interesting fact about Don is that during the pandemic, he picked up cycling, and through this new hobby, he met his future fiancée, Susie. And he writes, "God worked things out for good so that we could meet biking, and Susie and I are so excited for our wedding in a few weeks." Don was inspired by his father, also a Loma Linda graduate, class of '92, and is following in his dad's footsteps as a dermatologist. He'll be moving to Temple, Texas for a residency in dermatology at Baylor Scott & White next year.
Victor Lee. First and foremost, Victor attributes his success to God and to the daily prayers of his grandmother, father, and mother. He also could not have done it without the unwavering support of his wife, Una, and some support from his twin brother, Austin, too. Victor will continue his training in emergency medicine here at Loma Linda University.
Chanel Lee.
Oops, Jenna Lee.
Did I
We'll
miss it?
do Jenna Lee.
Jenna, sorry.
They say that you're the average of the people you spend the most time with, and Jenna could not be prouder of the friends and family who surround her. Her favorite parts of medical school have been eating yummy food, running, and exploring new places with the people she loves. Jenna is grateful and excited to be going to Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee for emergency medicine residency.
Jen Lee. Jen is most well known for his chocolate chip cookies. Medical school would not have been possible without his amazing wife and the support of his family. He'll be staying at Loma Linda for his medicine and radiology training.
Alice Lee. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Alice worked at a community health agency that served both Latino and Korean families in Los Angeles for 2 years. She is ecstatic to return to LA and continue advocating for immigrant communities during her OBGYN residency at LA County, USC.
Iris Lee. Iris enjoys hiking during her free time. She feels lucky to have had the time and opportunity during medical school to summit Mount Kilimanjaro, Machu Picchu, and other mountains with family and friends. She'll be staying in Loma Linda for pathology.
Abraham Lee. Abraham spends his time outdoors and spending time with his dog. He values service to his community. Abraham will be attending Upper Peninsula Health System Marquette Family Medicine for his residency. Serena Lynn. From a young age, Serena cared deeply about learning from others' stories, leading her to study English and pursue journalism in high school and college. This passion for connection led her to psychiatry, where she can regularly converse intimately with patients. Serena would like to acknowledge her grandfather and grandmother, who both passed away in December of 2022, and played integral parts in supporting Serena's pursuit of medicine. Serena will be continuing her training in psychiatry at the University of Washington in Seattle.
Van Dyke Lee. Van Dyke is actually being hooded by her parents who were able to make it tonight. Little Van Dyke remembers wishing to be a physician as she watched cancer consuming the life of one of her most beloved childhood friends. But one thing that little Van Dyke would never have imagined is that she would move to another country and one day receive her own MD degree. She believes that behind every medical student stands a village who inspires, uplifts, and encourages. So she wants to thank her village for the unfailing support through the tears and the doubt. Most importantly, she would like to dedicate this accomplishment to her God, who has sustained her faith, her hope, and dream through the fire for these past 6 years. She's so thankful to make it to the other side with more passion for her medical career, more zeal for life, and becoming more bold and fierce in her faith and the person that she is. Van Dyke will be pursuing her Master's of Public Health here at Loma Linda while applying for family medicine this upcoming year. Dave Malari. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Dave was working in the clinical lab. Today, Dave's great enjoyment comes from spending time with his friends and family who he credits his success to. Dave will be in the internal medicine residency program at Olive View.
Jonathan Mancow. Although he enjoyed learning about the latest treatments and therapies at LLU, Jonathan believes that laughter is still one of the best forms of medicine that we have. He loves to put a smile on others' faces, whether by charm or by a slice of his homemade sourdough bread. In July, he will be joining Riverside Community Hospital for a surgery prelim year and is applying to radiology next cycle.
Kathleen Martin. Katie has had a heart for service from a young age. Before coming to Loma Linda University, she participated in global outreach all over the world, in countries including Kenya, Mexico, Vietnam, and Myanmar. She will continue to help the underserved on a community level as she starts her family medicine residency at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center.
Michael Mathis. Michael enjoys reading up on history, especially when he should be studying something else instead. Right after graduation, he will be vacationing in England and Ireland, much to his enjoyment. He will be going to Riverside Community Hospital for internal medicine.
Beatrice Baluka. Growing up in Nairobi, Kenya, Beatrice was inspired by her pediatrician who would let her role play with dolls in the doctor's office. She would like to thank her parents who have been the best support system ever, and her brother, mentor, life coach, who visited her during all her away rotations. Go, bro. She would also like to thank her friends who shared funny memes to get her through the tough days. But above all, she would like to thank God, who has made all of this possible. She will be going to Portsmouth Regional Hospital for a residency in psychiatry.
Caitlin MacArthur. Caitlin's greatest highlight of medical school is all of the close relationships that she's developed with friends and faculty mentors. During her medical school year, she met her husband, who could share and understand this journey with her. She would like to thank her parents, sister Natalie, and husband Philip, who have been her biggest support during this time as she continues into her residency in otolaryngology at University of Chicago.
Caleb McKinney. While navigating COVID during medical school added a new layer of difficulty for Caleb, he enjoyed spending almost a full year studying at home with his wife, who also worked from home. He and his wife, Lauren, also got a COVID puppy, Remy. During this time, who they love way too much, he writes. Caleb will be moving back east, closer to where both his parents and in-laws live, to attend internal medicine residency at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville.
Joseph Min. Prior to starting medical school, Joseph completed degrees in both music and biology. His interests include weightlifting, hiking, basketball, and playing the cello, piano, and guitar. In particular, he is interested in incorporating music therapy into the hospital setting. He has worked with the Child Life Department at Loma Linda University Children's Hospital to advocate for a music therapy program for patients. Joseph will be staying in Loma Linda for a residency in pediatrics.
Mackenzie Minehan. Mackenzie would like to thank her husband, Kyle, for his support throughout medical school. She would also like to thank her parents, family, teachers, and mentors for their influence on her education. Mackenzie is excited to start her residency in pediatrics at Loma Linda University Children's Hospital.
Matthew Moran. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Matthew Moran had the privilege to be editor-in-chief, a bioengineer, and an awarded musician. His journey through medical school was rife with God closing doors and opening windows. The problem was that some of the windows opened off the 10th story, and he wasn't so sure God supplied the parachute. Yet, equipped with renewed faith and an MD and master's in bioethics, he is ecstatic to say goodbye to the pain of the past and start his residency journey at Dignity Health in Phoenix, Arizona.
Alexandra Mosienko. Prior to medical school, Alex enjoyed things like traveling and exploring the great outdoors. She continued her adventures throughout medical school, where she went to all the nearby national parks and traveled through Europe with her best friend. When she's not finding new adventures, Alex can be found cooking for her friends, taking care of her plants, or most importantly, spending time with her dog, Jackson. Alex will be moving to Northern California to start a residency in peds at UC Davis.
Hector Maz. Hector enjoys surfing, off-roading, and traveling. He is especially thankful for his family, as they have been an immense source of support throughout his medical career. He will be moving to New York for a residency in general surgery.
Kevin Munoz. Kevin is an international student from Ecuador, where he has always dreamed of becoming a doctor at Loma Linda University. He enjoys playing soccer, the guitar, traveling back home, and spending time with his family and friends. Kevin is going to New York for a residency in pediatrics.
Robert Nihara. Robert is excited to finally not be in school for the first time in his life, even though he knows he still has many exams left to take down the road. He would like to show his appreciation to his friends and family for supporting him through school, which he couldn't have done without them. He will be staying in Loma Linda, doing a residency in internal medicine.
Richard Ong. Richard enjoys playing sports, going on food adventures, and spending time with family and friends. One of his greatest joys happened this past year when he married his best friend of 10 years. Richard will be in the family medicine residency program at Loma Linda University.
Meng Ki Ong. Meng King would not have made it through medical school without a supporting wife, Judy, parents, in-laws, family, and friends. He enjoys playing badminton, volleyball, anime, cooking, and hanging out with friends and family. He will be going to Kaiser Fontana for internal medicine.
Evelyn Oro Rodriguez. Before medical school, Evelyn majored in bioengineering and French at Walla Walla University. She enjoys baking, traveling, and trying new coffee shops. Evelyn will be in the orthopedic surgery residence program here at Loma Linda University.
Soyun Ju Pak. Prior to matriculating into Loma Linda University, Soyun-Ju Pak worked as a graduate research assistant and medical assistant in her hometown of Honolulu, Hawaii. Moving forward in her medical career, Soyun hopes to engage in mission trips within the United States and eventually return to academic medicine. She will be going to San Antonio Military Medical Center in Texas for internal medicine. Thank you for your service.
Philip Papagiannis. Throughout his time in medical school, one of the moments Philip finds most impactful is meeting his wife during his second year. He also has had the pleasure of working with his classmates and administration to help improve the new curriculum. Philip credits his success in medicine to all the support he has received from his parents, siblings, and his wife, Caitlin, and thanks them for making this journey possible.
Ariel Park. During medical school, Ariel has had the opportunity to travel to Hawaii, Cancun, Korea, and Vietnam. She also likes to explore local areas to find new and delicious foods. She hopes to continue to travel and find the best local eats as she attends Harbor UCLA for a residency in dermatology.
Hyun Stella Park. Stella came to America at 16 with one dream of becoming a doctor. As an international student and now the first doctor in her extended family, her dream always seemed like a big reach for the stars, but here she is. She would like to give the biggest thanks to her mom and dad and sister who flew all the way from Korea. Even from far, they have been there every step of her journey, and this day would not have been possible without their constant prayers, their sacrifice, and their unwavering love. She would also like to thank her friends and mentors who cheered her on and reassured her during the waves of doubt over the years. She'll be staying here at Loma Linda for her residency.
Juan Ethan Park. Born and raised in South Korea, Ethan came to the States at the age of 14 by himself. Despite many challenges along the way, he mentions that his family's constant prayers, his wife's tireless support, and God's guidance has led him to this day. More than a decade ago, Ethan came to an unknown land all alone. Today, he's surrounded by family and friends to celebrate his achievement. He will be staying here in Loma Linda University for physical medicine and rehabilitation residency.
Jeffrey Pascal. Jeffrey's journey is a testament to the power of determination and the human spirit. As a missionary in college, he explored the world, traveling 13 different countries across Africa, Asia, South America, and the Caribbean. His desire to serve others didn't stop there. He has now set his sights on using his surgical skills to make a difference in underserved communities, both locally and abroad. Jeffrey's passion for helping others is evident not only in his career goals, but also in his personal life. He finds joy in spending time with his wife and their adorable golden doodle, Mello. Now enrolled in the oral maxillofacial surgery residency program at Loma Linda University, Jeffrey is on a mission to make a positive impact on the world, one patient at a time.
Gregory Perrier II. Before attending Loma Linda University, Gregory's love for sports and athletics led him to run Division I track and field, where he competed for the USA Track and Field Championship, the NCAA Championship, and finished ranked top 40 in the nation. After obtaining his master's in biomedical engineering, Gregory worked for Johnson & Johnson's cardiology subdivision, Biosense Webster, where he designed 3D models of hearts for cardiac ablations. Gregory has a strong interest in adult reconstruction, the improvement of biomedical devices, and will be heading back home to begin his residency in New York City at SUNY Downstate in orthopedic surgery.
Elizabeth Peterson. Ellie. Ellie enjoys spending time outdoors and having fun with her friends and family. Outside of medicine, she is an avid skier, tennis player, hiker, and pianist. She's looking forward to starting her ophthalmology residency at Loma Linda this July.
Karen Prakash. Karen's life has changed in an unexpected way since moving to the United States when she was 11. She is now the first doctor in the family. She thanks her mom, dad, sister, grandma, grandpa, aunties, uncles, cousins, and friends all over the world for their endless support and prayers. Karen is excited to see how God will continue to lead her as she goes to Scripps in San Diego for a residency in internal medicine.
Michael Quinlan. Michael has always had a passion for helping kids, especially those that have type 1 diabetes, as he does. He will begin his PEDS residency at UCLA Harbor after graduation, which just so happens to fall on his birthday this year. No presents are necessary, unless you didn't put $1 in the cup on match day. All jokes aside, he writes, he's grateful to his family, especially his wife, Crystal, and looks forward to celebrating with everyone.
Michael Reimer. Michael is from Montana and is happiest when outdoors with friends and family. He wants to thank his wife, Caitlin, for joy that she brings, always believing in him, and being game for just about anything. He also wants to thank his family for their encouragement and for traveling so far to cheer him on. Michael will begin his physical medicine and rehabilitation residency this summer at the University of Michigan.
Jefferson Richards. Jefferson would like to thank his parents, Kirsten, Lang, and Lester Richards, his sister, Kalan Richards, and his aunts and uncles, as well as his girlfriend and fellow classmate, Madeline, for giving him the love and support that have allowed him to be here tonight. He writes, this is their accomplishment, not his.
Thomas Riggs. Tom is grateful to his wife, Martha, and parents for their support throughout medical school. Tom, Martha, and their daughter, Millie, will be moving to Grand Rapids for orthopedic surgery residency at Spectrum Health, Michigan State.
Hunter Roberts. Hunter's top highlight of medical school was marrying his wife, Lily, during his second year of school. She has been extremely supportive during their time in Loma Linda, especially as he transitions into residency at Wright State University, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for emergency medicine. Thank you for your service, Hunter.
Randy Sanchez. Randy enjoys spending time with his friends, whether that be indoors or outdoors. During the pandemic, he taught himself to play the guitar and became a father to Milo, his 2-year-old golden retriever. Randy is a first-generation college graduate and will become the first physician in his family. He will be moving to Chicago to begin his residency in pediatrics at the University of Illinois.
Nicole Sandoval. Growing up SDA, Loma Linda was always a huge dream of hers, and she's so excited to finally be reaching one of her lifetime goals of being a Loma Linda graduate. An interesting fact about Nicole is that her mom had 2 sets of twins. She's part of the younger set and has a twin brother named Nelson. During medical school, Nicole relied heavily on her family and all of their prayers. She says she honestly could not have done it without God, her family, fiance, and most importantly, the puppy kisses from Puppy every night when she got home.
Ashley Saunders. An interesting fact about Ashley is that she has accumulated an extensive elephant-themed collection over the years, including thoughtful gifts from loved ones and cherished souvenirs from various countries. For Ashley, the elephant serves as a powerful symbol of how she wishes to lead her life, with strength, wisdom, and grace. In addition, Ashley gratifies her love for literature through avid reading and creative writing. She also has a sincere passion for mentoring aspiring undergraduate students seeking to enter the medical field. She is thankful to God for carrying her to the finish line and is grateful to her family, friends, and mentors for their unwavering support throughout her journey. Ashley will be starting a residency in neurology at George Washington University in Washington, D.C.
Rachel Scales. Rachel enjoys challenging herself by staying active. During her first year of medical school, she competed in her first CrossFit competition. She also loves to hike, ski, and paddleboard. She's excited to continue these hobbies during her pediatric residency in Portland, Oregon, at Oregon Health and Science University.
Kyle Shaw. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Kyle Shaw had only slept outside 4 times his entire life, and 3 of those 4 were school trips. Since starting medical school, Kyle has camped most weekends following exams and has been on several backpacking trips accompanied by his great friends. He hopes to travel more in the future and is looking forward to his next adventure. Kyle will be at Cleveland Clinic for a residency in anesthesiology.
Matthew Shedd. When Matt is not busy with school, he enjoys reading, watching movies, playing board games, and spending time with friends and family. He also just got back from a trip to Europe last month, where he spent 2 weeks traveling with his best friend. He has many great role models in medicine, but his main motivation is continually trying to keep up with his older brother, Greg, who's 1 year ahead of Matt in his medical training. Matt will be sticking around at Loma Linda next year for his residency in internal medicine.
Leah Shin. During her time in medical school, Leah dedicated a year to researching COVID vaccine side effects and social determinants of health for patients with chronic dermatological conditions. She also wrote a children's book called Sun Tzu is Moving. This talks on overcoming the challenges of immigrating to a new country. She will be the first physician in her family and is excited to be starting dermatology residency at Loma Linda University.
Gavin Skio. Gavin is proud to be accompanied by his 3 biggest fans: his loving, encouraging parents, Gordon and Kathy, and his amazing, supportive wife, Erica. Upon starting residency in family medicine here at Loma Linda, Gavin will miss practicing his excessive sports addiction, which includes watching the Chargers break his heart on a weekly basis. Last but not least, he'd like to thank God for getting him to this point, as well as his grandparents, aunts and uncles, and other family and friends for supporting him throughout these last 4 rewarding and memorable years.
Bradley Snow. Bradley grew up in the rural woods of western Maine. Since his youth, he has been an avid mountain biker, hiker, skier, and outdoorsman. While he has enjoyed his time in sunny California, he is looking forward to returning to rural New England and plans to maintain his connection with nature throughout his journey in medicine. Bradley is excited to pursue a master's in public health next year and will be applying to family medicine this fall.
Daniel Song. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Daniel went on a missionary trip to Ethiopia where he decided to pursue a career in medicine. During medical school, he developed an interest in sports medicine as he enjoyed working with active individuals and helping them get back into shape. Daniel will be staying in Loma Linda for a family medicine residency.
Jonathan Specht. Jonathan enjoys learning new things and picking up new hobbies. Since he started medical school 4 years ago, Jonathan has learned how to assemble and paint miniatures, how to program in LUA and JavaScript, and has started writing stories for his Dungeons & Dragons that he plays with his friends. He hopes to be able to maintain these hobbies as well as learn new ones while he completes his training in internal medicine at NYU.
Olivia Stanier. Before medical school, Olivia worked as a lifeguard and enjoyed the challenge of a poolside emergency, big or small. Now, 6 years later, she will be enjoying the challenges of emergency medicine at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. She credits much of her success to her family and their collective go-get-it approach at life. While she likes to forge her own path, she will always look up to her older brother, Philippe, who is now a stellar emergency medicine attending.
Braden Stanier. Before starting at Loma Linda University, Braden channeled much of his energy into musical endeavors. For his tuba playing, he has placed competitively in regional and school competitions and has had the opportunity to play a solo live on the radio. As a vocalist, he has been a section leader in multiple choirs and joined the Spokane Symphony Chorale during his gap year, where he got to sing alongside his father and perform a solo in concert. While at Loma Linda, he has been blessed with opportunities to sing and play bass guitar for many events, including church, hospital holiday concerts, and the Pine Springs Ranch Retreat, and the Alumni Homecoming Gala. Braden will soon be starting the Combined Internal Medicine and Pediatrics residency at UC San Diego. Congrats.
Sean-Rick Stahl. It takes a village to raise a child and an even larger village to raise a doctor, he writes. As a science enthusiast and animal lover, Sean-Rick notes that the orca, or killer whale, is the apex predator of the ocean, not just because of its strength and intelligence, but because of its strong community ties and its emphasis on training the next generation. Sean-Rick is grateful for his village, his parents, mentors, friends, and family who have molded him into the man he is today, and looks forward to fulfilling his childhood dream of being a missionary doctor. He will pursue a residency in family medicine at Kettering Health in Ohio.
Reese Stutzman. Reese enjoys the outdoors and has visited 13 national parks since coming to medical school. He also loves to play basketball and go to the movies. An interesting fact about Reese's medical school experience is that he started dating, got married, and had a child all within the 4 years. Reese will be staying at Loma Linda for a residency in anesthesiology.
Gustavo Suarez. During his time at Loma Linda, he made lasting friendships, learned how to snowboard, and completed a master's in ethics. He will be moving to Las Vegas, where he'll be a general surgery intern at Valley Health Systems.
Hakjae Sung. Hakjae Sung's goal in life is to be in the NBA. Well, medical school to him is just part of that process. He will be in the Loma University for occupational medicine and will be working on his jump shot on his off days. We wish you the best.
Grace Tan. In her free time, Grace enjoys cross-stitching, going on long walks to find neighborhood cats to pet, and trying to keep her numerous succulent plants alive. Grace is extremely grateful to her parents, her sister, boyfriend, and friends for their unconditional love and prayers and words of encouragement, and to all her mentors for their guidance and unwavering support throughout her medical school journey. Above all, she is grateful for God's guidance in every step of her path so far, and she's looking forward to see where He continues to lead her as she begins her neurology residency at Cedars-Sinai.
Jonathan Thomas. Jonathan Thomas is a multifaceted individual whose talents and interests span across various disciplines. Holding an MBA in healthcare analytics, Jonathan has expertly honed his skills in the field of data-driven decision-making for improved patient outcomes through research and QI projects. Jonathan's passion for visual storytelling is evident in his captivating videography and photography. Additionally, as a skillful pizza maker, Jonathan artfully combines culinary creativity with traditional techniques to craft mouth-watering pizzas. Jonathan will be joining the Loma University Eye Institute Ophthalmology Residency Program.
Laura Tobing. Detailed trip planning, playing sports, hosting game nights, or singing karaoke brings Laura immense joy, but nothing fills her heart more than deeply connecting with anyone who wants to know her heart and strives to grow closer to Jesus with her through conversation or music or prayer. She writes, "This degree is for my God, who has never left my side, my entire family who supported and loved me even when I was difficult, for my grandparents, most who have already passed, but who have always believed in me, and for my wonderful friends who brighten up my darkest days." Laura will be the first physician in her large Indonesian family, and she's blessed to be continuing her life here at Loma Linda for a residency in anesthesiology.
Chen Xiao Edward Sui. Edward enjoys outdoor activities with his 2 cats and cooking. He was athletic, but he has been slacking a bit during medical school. I'm going a little slower. He is totally ready to get back in shape after family medicine residency. Congratulations, Edward.
Owen Vanderwerf. Owen loves spending time with his growing family, doing DIY projects around the house, and taking his dog to the beach. He says, "I'm so thankful for my wife, Montana, who led me to Christ and a life of purpose, and for my mother and father who always love and support me." He will remain at Loma Linda University for a prelim general surgery residency.
So cute. Diane Wagner. Diane Michelle Wagner cannot talk about graduation without expressing gratitude. She is so thankful for the endless support, encouragement, and countless prayers said on her behalf by her family and friends. For the dear friends she has made in medical school who have created the best days and uplifted her during the worst. And for the gift of her dogs, whose companionship has made these years sweet. Finally, she is filled with gratefulness to God for bringing her into medicine and for sustaining her through every challenge and victory. She has waited upon him, and he has renewed her strength. She is so excited to be starting her family medicine residency in Johnston Memorial Hospital in Abaddon, Virginia. Congrats, Diana.
Sabo Wang. Prior to medical school, Sabo Michelle Wang spent several years working at an infertility clinic. It was there that her goals of becoming a doctor truly began to blossom. Whilst undergoing the trials and tribulations of all her classes and clinics and rotations, she picked up the hobby of DIY projects, such as building aquariums and spaces to practice horticulture. Now, she constantly looks for new ways to improve her standard of living while still maintaining a healthy, minimalist style. Starting in June, she'll be attending Riverside University Healthy Systems for a residency in prelim surgery.
Caitlin Wasley. During medical school, Kate has lived with 3 of her best friends from undergrad at Andrews University. Her favorite memories with them include themed dinners, studying pathology through microscopes on the kitchen counters, numerous hiking and camping trips, and the occasional pickleball game. Kate is looking forward to her residency in internal medicine and pediatrics here at Loma Linda University.
Gabriella Wichuk-Sono. Among the many lessons acquired in medical school, Gabriella has learned the importance of a faithful support system and says, "I could not have done this without the love of my parents, extended family, and friends who have visited, prayed, and even fasted for me. I love you all dearly." Before coming to medical school, Gabriella participated in mission trips in Panama, Honduras, Belize, and served as a student missionary in Zambia. Given her passion, she'll be completing a master's in public health after graduating in hopes of caring for children, starting from San Bernardino to a global level.
Kenrick Weissong. Kenrick Edwin Weissong is a Japanese American who likes rock climbing and taking naps. He is forever grateful for the support and meals from his mother and sister for the past few years. They will be greatly missed as he starts a new chapter in his life, moving to the East Coast to live with his artful fiancée in the snow and begin his residency in pathology.
Monica Yamagata. Monica embarked on a career change from teaching and church ministerial work to medicine to be equipped to serve as a medical missionary. She's especially thankful for her parents' support, her mother's endless supply of delicious home-cooked meals, prayers of her church family, friendships developed in med school, her always loving husband, and God's guidance in her life thus far. Monica is delighted to be training at Loma Linda University for a preventative medicine residency and looks forward to serving as a medical missionary with her husband in his hometown of Kobe, Japan.
Stacy Yoon. One of Stacy's favorite pastimes is trying new restaurants with friends. She hopes to continue her food adventures during residency. She will be staying in Loma Linda for a residency in anesthesiology.
John Davilmar. Before attending medical school at Loma Linda University, John enjoyed work as a deli clerk at Publix after graduating from Southern Adventist University. He enjoys playing basketball, hiking, and making YouTube videos. He'll be completing his family medicine residency at Adventist Health White Memorial in Los Angeles.
Cassandra Drew. Before coming to Loma Linda University, Cassandra Drew spent some time teaching 7th and 8th grades in Kosarai, Micronesia. Today, Cassie enjoys traveling and spending time with her fiancé, Max. She will start her family medicine residency at Kaiser Permanente shortly after her wedding this June.
Janice Brown. Janice was inspired to pursue family medicine after an incredible year volunteering at a rural clinic in southern Alabama. She is forever grateful that she has gained so much more than a medical degree, but is graduating with an arsenal of testimonies, tremendous growth, and unforgettable victories. She wants to thank her mom and dad for being her biggest cheerleaders, her friends who have carried her burdens like their own, and her God for using these years to teach her that his love is steadfast, unyielding, and redemptive. Janice is excited to pursue her dream of becoming a family physician and will be starting a residency at Kaiser Fontana. She looks forward to serving the communities that God has placed nearest to her heart.
Let's bow our heads for the benediction. Dear Father, as we close this evening after having dedicated these physicians to service, we ask that you guide them, that you care for them, that you watch over them, that you bless them, bless the service that they will provide, but most importantly, we ask that you always be with them. Amen.